All right, I will begin then. As a preliminary matter, this is Peter Olkers, Conservation Commission Vice Chair. Permit me to confirm that all members and persons anticipated on the agenda are present and can hear me. Members, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Sue.
Yes.
Artie.
Yes.
Steve.
Yes.
Bill.
Yes.
Allison.
Yes.
And Janet will be joining us later. Staff, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Debbie.
Here.
Clay.
Here.
Anticipated speakers on the agenda, please respond in the affirmative. Gordon Russell? Not here yet. John Rockwood?
Here.
John Glossa?
Here.
Brian Apito? So it looks like Gordon and Brian are not yet here. Will that be a problem for the hearing?
No, I'll be making the presentation.
Okay. All right. Good evening. This open meeting of the Town of Needham Conservation Commission is being conducted remotely, consistent with Governor Baker's executive order of March 12th, 2020, due to the current state of emergency in the Commonwealth due to the outbreak of the COVID-19 virus. In order to mitigate the transmission of the COVID-19 virus, we've been advised and directed by the Commonwealth to suspend public gatherings, and as such, the governor's order suspends the requirement of the open meeting law to have all meetings in a publicly accessible physical location. Further, all members of public bodies are allowed and encouraged to participate remotely. The order allows public bodies to meet entirely remotely so long as reasonable public access is afforded so that the public can follow along with deliberations of the meeting. This meeting, the Needham Conservation Commission is convening by Zoom app, as posted on the town's website, identifying how the public may join. The general public is allowed and encouraged to ask questions during the meeting when directed by the commission chair and through use of the raise hand feature associated with the Zoom meeting app. Those that have questions or comments regarding a particular hearing will be called upon in the order they raise their hand, so please be patient. All supporting materials have been provided to members of this body and are available on the Conservation Commission website. The public is encouraged to follow along using the posted agenda unless the chair notes otherwise. We are now turning to the first item on the agenda. Before we do so, permit me to cover some ground rules for effective and clear conduct of our business and to ensure accurate meeting minutes. The chair will introduce each hearing on the agenda. I will introduce the applicant and/or their consultant to begin the project presentation. After they conclude their presentation, the chair will go down the list of members, inviting each by name to provide any comment or questions. Please hold until your name is called. Further, please remember to mute your phone or computer when you're not speaking. Please remember to speak clearly and in a way that helps generate accurate minutes. For any response, please wait until the chair yields the floor to you, and please state your name before speaking. Finally, each vote taken in this meeting will be conducted by roll call vote. Right, so that's our remotely conducted open meeting business, and so we can go right onto the agenda. So under miscellaneous business, do we have minutes?
No
not.
minutes for this meeting.
Okay. And any enforcement or violation updates?
No, I have one that I am following that I'm actually meeting on site with the owner and contractor tomorrow. So I will have something to report at the next meeting.
So we'll have to look forward to the next meeting.
Be continued.
All right. So let's move to the first hearing on the agenda then. And this is a continued hearing for 62 and 12 Brookside Road, DEP file number 234845, notice of intent. And we have John Glossa and John Rockwood here to lead us through changes that have been made in the plan. So John, would you like to take it from here?
Okay, if Clay could put up revised sheet 2.
All right, I will pull that up.
Okay, at the last hearing, the commission, we're pretty much set on everything, and the commission had a question regarding the existing leach field for the existing septic system. It's not required to be removed and replaced at this time under Title V. We discussed this with the applicant, and he would like to continue to use that leaching field. We have proposed to add a new septic tank because the existing tank is proximate to the foundation of the proposed house and might not comply with Title V regulations. So we've shown a new tank sort of near the, well, the north on this plan is to the left. So it's to the east of the south corner of the site is where the proposed new tank would be. And on this plan, we've also shown an area where we can put a leaching field in the future, subject to future permitting with the commission, where the system would be located outside of the 50-foot buffer zone. That would also be located to the east of the house. It's shown in very light grayscale in this area where the words buffer essentially shows up. So it's in that area between the deck and the word buffer to the east of the house, to the top of the screen from the house. You can see there's 3 sets of galleys there for the proposed leach field or a potential leach field. We did that so there'd be some comfort with knowing that we can actually do this without having a hardship either on the resources or a hardship for the applicant. So basically we can have a new tank and a new system that will comply with Title V and also comply with the regulations under the Act relative to working within the various buffer zones. Other changes on the plan are just notes relative to that effect. And there was one tiny section of the erosion control that was inadvertently shown within the 25-foot buffer that has now been moved outside the 25-foot buffer. It was just an oversight and it wasn't necessary to be there. It's the area to the east of the gazebo. It went a little bit further to the south. We moved it outside of the 25, so it complies now. But those are the changes that were done relative to the leaching field question.
All right, very good. Deb, do you have any comments?
No, I think it's pretty straightforward at this point. So we do have a draft Exhibit A for you to review.
Very good. So I'll run down the list of commissioners to see if people have comments. Sue, do you have any comments?
I think I'm good.
Allison?
No. No comment.
Bill?
No comment. No.
Steve?
No comment.
And Artie?
No comment.
And do we actually have any community members? I don't see any attendees.
I don't see any attendees either.
Okay, so then I suppose we can move on to the next phase, which would be to have a motion to close the hearing.
So moved.
A second?
Second.
All in favor? I need to do the roll call again. Artie?
A.
Sue?
Should I abstain?
Oh, that's right. You need to abstain. Allison?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
And me. Aye. All right, so we are closing the hearing and we have two exhibits to look at that we can then vote on. So that closes this hearing. The only other two items of business at this meeting are to look at the orders. So you should have received both of them by email. We can look at.
Let's go.
We can look at 1812 Brookside Road first. Do the voting members have this?
You're talking about the exhibit, right?
Exhibit
the
A,
order-
yeah. Order conditions,
the order
Exhibit A
conditions.
for. Yeah, so you should have two. 18. One of them is for 18 and 62, and the other one is for 12 and 62. Is that right?
No, one is 18 and 12, and the other is 12 and 62. I think I just labeled it wrong on the
Okay, so let's look
thing,
at
so
the
I'll
one
fix
that,
that.
that says location 18 and 12 Brookside Road.
Yes.
It says 18 and 62 or 12 and 62. Which one is it?
This is 18. It says 18 and 62, but it's not. It's 18 and
Yeah,
12.
so it's 18 and, okay, so let me open that up. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, so it says 18 and 12 everywhere else but there.
Okay. Okay.
All right, how are we doing?
You don't need a motion?
Yeah, so let me just go around and see if anyone would do a roll call for questions. Artie, do you have any questions?
No.
Stu,
No.
Allison,
No.
Bill?
Am I muted?
No. No.
I gotta
Oh.
open it up now. Wait a minute.
So
How do I get out of this?
so let's invite a motion to issue this order.
So moved.
It's the order of conditions
Second.
for DEP file number 234839 has been moved and seconded. I'll do the roll call for voting for approval. Artie,
Aye, aye.
Allison,
Aye, sorry.
Bill,
Aye.
I
Sue? Oh, Sue,
abstain.
that's right. You're not on this. You abstain. And Steve, you abstain. I'll say aye. So we will issue this order of conditions. All right. And then the next one is the 62 and 12, DEP file number 234845. And this is the one we just talked about.
John, quick question. John Rockwood.
Yes?
John, so there's no
Yes.
trees that were going to be removed that weren't going to be transplanted, correct? On this one?
That's correct. There's no trees on 12 or 62 that are being removed without, the hemlocks that are being removed are actually just being transplanted to 18.
Right.
So they're still going to exist
Okay, I just
in the
wanted to
general
double
area.
check.
No trees are
Yep.
proposed to be removed on
thank you.
62 or 12. Yes.
Gotcha.
Right? Any comments, Artie?
No comment.
Allison?
No comment.
Bill?
No comment.
All right, so we can have an order, motion to issue this order of conditions, DEP file number 234845 for 62 and 12 Brookside Road.
So moved.
Can I have a second?
Second?
All
I'll do
right,
it.
roll call. Artie,
Aye.
Allison,
Aye.
Bill,
Aye.
me, aye. So we will issue this order of conditions, DEP file number 234845. All right.
Okay,
That's
thank
our
you.
business.
Thank you, commissioners.
Thank
I'll
you.
let you know when it's ready. Who should I mail it out to?
Those would go to Gordon Russell, and I have Wellesley meets next week on 62, just so you know. There's no issues there. We're just expecting to meet and close it out. That's how their process works. They
Mhm.
draft the order in advance. I'm going to be requesting the certificate of compliance for the old order for 12 and 62 because this one essentially replaces that
Yeah.
order. And I'm going to be mailing new hard copies of the plan sets for 18 and for 62 to Deb because the hard copies that I originally mailed seem to be missing a couple of layers, and I want to make sure that you have a complete plan set. The electronic plans you had were fine, but when I had them printed, for some reason, a couple layers didn't show up. And I just want to make sure the hard copies you have for the plan sets are correct and complete.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, any other business?
Nope. Think we're all set.
I think we're ready. Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All right, I'll do roll call. Artie?
Aye.
Steve?
Dare I say this is a record?
What did you say?
It's only 7:50,
All
so
right,
it must be Janet.
sorry. Steve?
Aye.
Allison,
Aye.
Sue,
Aye.
Bill,
Aye.
and I say aye too. This meeting is adjourned. We'll see you in a few weeks.
All right, I'm
Bye,
going to
guys.
send you, I'll let you, hello? I'll let you know
Thank
when
you.
it's in January. Crash.
Sounds good. Stay safe, stay healthy. And
Thanks, you too.
look for driving movies in Needham coming up and sometime this summer probably.
Ooh, that's exciting. Cool.
Bye, gang.
Bye, thank you.
Everybody.
Thanks, Deb. Deb, I do rely on that reminder. Thank you.
Okay, I'll send it. No worries.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.